What if you could ace your exams without burning out or pulling all-nighters? Welcome to Earworm English. Today we're diving into the lazy genius study method, a smarter, faster, and fun way to get top grades without the grind. You'll learn how to study in short bursts, teach what you've learned, ditch passive reading, and turn your brain into a memory machine, all while giving yourself little rewards along the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's the laziest study hack that actually works for you? Is it voice notes, study snacks, mind maps in your pajamas? Tell us, we're listening. Stick around till the end because your next study session is about to get a serious upgrade.
Hey you, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Hey there.
Today, we're exploring something that sounds pretty great, actually. The lazy genius study method.
Lazy genius. I like the sound of that already.
Right. Imagine getting top grades, but, without the usual burnout and all-nighters. And feeling okay about taking breaks.
Yeah, that's the dream for a lot of students, isn't it? Less grind, more results.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack some of these practical tips. Studying smarter, not just harder.
Absolutely. We've all been there, staring at a textbook, feeling overwhelmed. So, yeah, let's see what this lazy genius approach is all about.
Okay, so first up, rule number 1 is apparently study smarter, not harder. Obvious maybe, but how?
Well, it starts with how we typically study. Just reading and rereading notes.
Guilty as charged. Hoping it just sinks in somehow.
Right. But that's pretty passive. The idea here is you need to actively work with the information.
Okay, so how do you do that?
One technique mentioned is the teach it method. Basically, you explain the concept out loud.
Out loud? To who? My cat.
Yeah. Your cat, the mirror, a plant, whatever. The point is trying to articulate it, trying to teach it.
Forces you to actually understand it.
Precisely. If you can explain it simply, without jargon, you've probably got it. It really helps lock it in your memory.
Okay, I can see that. Makes sense. Active, not passive. Got it. What's next?
Next is tackling that feeling of, I just don't want to start.
Oh, yeah. The motivation struggle. It's real.
Totally. So this is the 3-minute rule. Forget waiting for motivation to magically appear.
Just 3 minutes. That sounds doable. Even when you really don't feel like it.
Exactly. Commit to just 3 minutes of studying. Open your book, read one paragraph, highlight one thing.
Okay.
The psychology behind it is that starting is often the biggest hurdle. Once you've done those 3 minutes, you've broken the inertia.
And you might just keep going. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
You got it. That hack example where opening notes for one highlight turns into 20 minutes of actual studying, that happens a lot. It's a little brain trick.
Yeah, sneaky. I like it. Okay, so we're starting smart. We're starting small. What about strategy? This 80-20 rule.
Right. The exam hacker's 80-20 rule. This is about focusing your energy efficiently. It's based on the Pareto principle.
Pareto, 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort or something like that.
Exactly. So apply that to exams.
Yeah.
Find the 20% of the material, the key concepts, the common question types, the essential formulas that are likely to make up 80% of your marks.
So less trying to memorize absolutely everything.
Please don't. Focus on past papers. Look for patterns. Really nail down the core stuff. Trying to memorize the entire textbook is, not very lazy or genius.
My brain definitely appreciates that advice. Okay, next idea. Study like a creator, not a consumer. What's that about?
It builds on that active learning idea. Instead of just passively consuming information like reading or watching a lecture, you actively create something with it.
Create, like art.
Could be.
Yeah.
Mind maps are great for visualizing connections. Making silly drawings or mnemonics to remember facts works wonders for some people.
Silly drawings. I can get behind that.
Or record voice notes explaining things to yourself. Listen back later. Or even pretend you're making a YouTube explainer video on the topic.
Oh, like structuring it to teach. Back to the first point, kind of.
Exactly. It makes you engage with the material on a much deeper level than just reading.
Makes learning sound a bit more fun, actually. Less like a chore.
That's part of the goal, which leads nicely into the last point. Reward the hustle.
Ah, yes. The rewards. Tell me more.
Our brains love positive reinforcement. Like training a puppy, you got to give it treats.
Okay, I'm listening. What kind of treats are we talking?
Well, set up your own little system. Maybe 20 minutes of solid focus earns you 5 minutes of guilt-free TikTok scrolling.
Ooh, guilt-free. Important distinction.
Totally. Finish a tough chapter, have a mini dance break, ace that practice quiz. Maybe, just maybe, you work up the courage to DM your crush.
Whoa, high stakes rewards. But I get it. Link the effort to something genuinely enjoyable.
Precisely. Make the reward feel earned. It motivates you to keep going through the tougher bits.
Okay, so let's recap this lazy genius formula. We've got study smarter, not just harder, using techniques like teaching it out loud.
Start tiny with that 3-minute rule to beat procrastination.
Hack the exam using the 80-20 principle. Focus on what matters most.
Yep. Make studying active and creative, not just passive consumption.
And finally, always reward yourself for the effort. Give your brain those well-deserved treats.
You nailed it. It's about making the whole process more effective, less stressful, and maybe even, dare I say, enjoyable.
It definitely sounds like a more sustainable way to learn. Less burnout, more brilliance, lazily achieved.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
This was a fantastic deep dive. Seriously useful stuff. So go on, give some of these a try. Be brilliant. Lazily.
Yeah, go for it.
And maybe just ponder this. How could injecting even tiny bits of fun or small rewards change how you feel about your study routine? Could actually make learning stick better. Something to think about. Until next time,